Hey guys. So we just finished our 45-kilometer ride. It was kind of boring, not really very exciting to show. River on the right, wind up ahead, highway to the left, sometimes some trees, sometimes not, a few hills to the left and right. You can just picture that. So instead I decided to show you a few things that I've really enjoyed about our gear. Things that I didn't really expect to like as much as I have, but I thought I'd take a few minutes and show you what I like. So first is going to be, you guessed it, the tent. So the tent we bought is MOUNTAINSMITH. Morrison 2-person. So it's not freestanding. So to put the rainfly on, you have to have put stakes up. But we have been through some pretty significant storms. You remember the floods in Bologna? We had some videos about that when we were in pretty bad storms. It caused floods and landslides, and we did fine in this tent. And really heavy rain, it seemed to do well. The floor was dry. So the things we like about it, it has access from both sides, of course. It has ample room. We like to put one head at one end and the other head at the other end. It kind of gives us the ability to kind of spread our shoulders out at each end. Ample room under the vestibule for all of our bags. It has, of course, the ceiling rack for drying things. Has air vents, which is nice, that didn't leak with the pouring rain. The one thing we didn't like about it was there was no floor in the vestibule, so I got some BikeTour type siding stuff to put underneath, and that worked out fine. The other thing we really like is that it packs down into this size, including a fan that I got for those days that we know are coming, and it's going to be quite a bit hotter, so it's a little rechargeable fan that I put in there as well. So that works out well. All right, next thing I wanted to show you was my pillow. Somebody asked about it early in the trip. We got these together. There's this the pillow. It looks kind of big when you're over there, but anyway, there's my hand. It's about 10, 11 inches long. And I'll show you what it looks like when I first unfold it. As skinny as it can be, and in just a few minutes it will puff up and be about that thick. And it's got foam inside that compresses really easily, and it sleeps really comfortably. So that's the next thing I really like. So we're set up for tubeless on our bikes. Susie's had 4 flats, count them 4. I've had none. She likes to ride at the edge of the road, away from the heavy pieces of metal called cars, and prefers to ride in the gradu, which is where glass and nails and things live. So at any rate, she's had 4 flats. None of them have taken more than 15 seconds to repair, 4 times. Look, and we actually met Kate. We met her a couple of videos ago. She has a tubeless setup on a road bike at home, and she said she just really didn't like it. And when I asked why, she said, "Oh, it's just such a mess when you try to repair it." I was like, "Why? It's so easy." And she didn't understand. But at any rate, so this is my DYNAPLUG. It's a little tiny thing. I bet it weighs an ounce, maybe 2. I wrap some Gorilla tape around it just for anything else I need. But so when you have a flat, you basically can see it easily because the sealant is yellow and coming out. There's lots of different types of sealant, but you can see them all pretty well. So you find the hole, the puncture, you remove whatever is sticking in there, and then you decide whether you want to use a big plug or, and I'll show you in just a second what it looks like, or a smaller one. And I don't think we've ever used the larger one. So basically this is a brass tip and it's attached to, you've probably seen people plug a tire before, but it's attached to just a plug, and the plug is yay long, and so you just shove it right in the same hole all the way in, and then pull it all the way out, and that seats the head of this brass head of the plug up against the inside of the tire, and then you basically just turn the puncture dependent, so if the sealant goes around it, and it's plugged. And when you do that, if you can put a finger on it, have your partner put a finger on it or whatever, stick a plug in there, pull it out, turn it dependent, and then start riding in 10 or 15 seconds, that's a game changer. So again, those are the two tips. And you buy refills. Let's see if I have a set of refills in here. Well, I don't have it in my less frequently used tool bag. So anyway, so DYNAPLUG. The refills are a little bit expensive, but just the convenience is just amazing. So, all right, the next thing that I've been surprised about is my Garmin 1040 Solar. I've really enjoyed it. I guess maybe I like the big screen. It's more like a phone, maybe. So this is our ride today. Has the meters, time, temperature. Tap on it, gives you all the specific data about it. It's kind of useful. Summary. Yeah, everything that happened about it. Oh, and it's kind of cool because it tells you what happened with the solar. So I gained 42 minutes. It charges whether it's got whether it's turned on or off. It charges both times. The map is also pretty cool looking. Let's see. Good. It's just a real colorful map, easy to see. So anyway, it's just well done. Seems like I've gotten better at it. I can do my routes on Komoot, and then they automatically upload to the Garmin. I can share the route with Susie really quickly by either WhatsApp or by texting it to her. So it's on her device as well as my device. Just a all-around pretty nice system. And of course it does all the things that all the previous ones have done with notifications. My phone is connected, but anyway, it controls music. I have a speaker that I can play at the same time, which is kind of fun. Control it from that. Anyway, has all the different forms of GPS you can use. Well, just a slick machine, so I've enjoyed it. All right, next up, FlexTail gear. So hope you can read that. Anyway, this is a tiny little pump that, whenever you have your air mattress, as I have here, my THERMAREST, you can blow it up every night if you want to. But it takes forever, and I don't know, my lugs are old, I don't know, so I don't want to use it. So you have this little pump. It's a tiny little thing. It probably weighs, I can't tell you how much it weighs, but it's light enough that I don't care. It's got a lithium battery in it that I think will air this up probably 3 or 4 times. It also makes a nice light. I mean, it gets really bright in the tent. So the most we use is on low. When we're stealth camping, we don't use this. At any rate, so you take the little blower tip, that little mill, and you put it down. And that's all you do. And then you just wait about 3 minutes. And shazam. About 3 minutes later, you have your full pack and life is good. Don't make dad jokes. My last favorite thing are my Keens. When we were in the mountains and it was muddy and slimy and Susie had her chacos, the mud was getting in between her feet and the bottom of her chacos or the top of her chacos, and so her feet were sliding all around. But my Keens, oh, they were happy. And so here's the interesting thing. So I've been wearing wool socks with him, and I have 2 pair of slightly thicker wool socks and 1 pair of thin, but it keeps my shoes from getting stinky. They don't ever stink. Susie has to wash hers probably once or twice a week because they just don't smell too good because, you know, you just sweat in shoes and they stink. But when you wear socks, you don't sweat, and so you don't have stinky shoes. And so I haven't had to wash them for the last 8 weeks, but it's because I always wear socks with them. Okay, admittedly, they look less than glamorous. So, dad socks. Blah, blah, blah. You'll have to cut this out, Susie. THERMAREST. THERMAREST. Okay. Sorry, I've still got my tri-hawk going on for my helmet. Okay, and it's up to Susie to decide if she wants to include this one. Probably not. Never mind, I got it. I'm fine.